I'm not going to see you smoke in the front, but whatever.
Alright, well I smoked the front already. This is not doing it, so there's no fear here.
Every time I try to unzoom, it switches the camera to the other camera. I don't know why.
Now again, none of that affected the bees at all. They don't even have access to this space either. So the water tray is as empty as we would expect. Now I'm going to take this top brood box off, but again, I don't expect much out of it just because I don't think there's much work done. All right, just to talk us through, just to regain our calm, if you will. Hive inspection, then the mite treatment, then the feed, then the mite treatment, then the feed, then reassembly complete, and we're done. Take a little bit of time with the hive inspection though. Wow. I did not expect to see that much traffic upstairs. The top feeder has traffic on it as well. Did you see this? Very, very simple to clean up. It's just excuse me. You don't want to crawl there. Remind me to pick this the wax up later. It's not good to just lay around.
Okay.
One hive beetle. Just spilled oil on the floor frame. It's bad. I mean, they're not in use yet, so. None. Alright, so technically we should check this, although like I said, I don't expect much work to be done. Hey guys. Alright, well, other than being irritated that I've taken their food, they're okay. I don't even need the hive tool yet. These things are loose frames. Yeah, nothing. Well, there's a couple wandering around. Oh.
Oh.
I forgot my hive stand. Okay, so that one's out of the way. A couple of bees, but no work. Moving on. Ah, this frame is propolis to the one underneath it. It's really stuck. So you see all the burr comb, they're bridging between the frames. We don't want that. But that's okay, they have to do something. See anything queenly? I do not. Not here. I wouldn't expect to. We have a little bit, well, I can't tell if that's storage or if that's propolis. See the orange over in the bottom left corner?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's probably propolis. Alright, so they're working. Moving on. Well, allow me to mention, if I can, talking to my sister Jamie, yes, this is more activity than I thought would be upstairs. But again, they're just familiarizing themselves with the space. There's not a whole lot of drawing done yet. There will be. So bees like to work from the center out, from the middle outward. They don't like working down necessarily. So you would expect a single brood box to have the activity in the center of the brood box, and a double brood box they're going to want to move the center of activity up. So eventually they will build out the top frames and move the resources in particular upstairs to free up the queen downstairs to lay her eggs. That's an ant. They're not there yet. Although, there is sticky liquid up here. They're trying to store syrup up here. And the burr comb will have to knock out down here. Alright. Her Royal Majesty is still not seen, not on this frame. I wouldn't expect her again. I'll expect to see her downstairs.
And I'm going to take a shot of down where
sure.
you took it out.
Sure.
Oh, it's kind of dark. I don't know if that's even going to come out.
We should mention also that it is a Monday morning. It's 88 degrees out, or 80 something degrees out, on its way to 90. So the bees are really happy. A nice sunny day. A lot of activity out front of the hive. A couple of orientation flights over the week. Yesterday there were quite a few flyers. Okay. Well, the frames aren't even built yet, so yeah, workers, but no brood, no eggs, no stores. But I am happy to see the workers up here. Ant?
A little ant, okay.
Yeah. Right, let me look a little more closely for a sec. A couple of tiny fuzzy bees. But looking, I mean, I know I'm not supposed to be able to see them, but I'm looking at the thorax and the abdomens. I don't see any mites at all. Alright, more just random activity, you know, maybe a dozen bees on this one. Well, but it's propolis down. Let me pull it. Activity on the bottom of the frame. Nice, just workers working. Inside bees. And this one's not even propolis down, so I don't think they've done anything at all to this. Yeah. Yeah, they're not even wandering on this one. Okay, this is going to scare a couple of people, don't worry. This is the right way, I promise. So I'll pull this one, I'll tip it, and I'll put it right here. The bees don't mind being on their side for a while. They won't get lost, but it'll keep pests off of the frames.
You just put it on top of the other one.
I could, but there's burr comb underneath the frames.
Okay.
Now again, when this was brand new, the Nuke came with 5 frames. And it's these 5. It's the dark 5, the obvious ones. So I expect a lot of work on them. But the outside frames weren't even touched the last time we looked. Set my frame hangers.
Is it out again?
What's that?
Is it out again?
Yeah, it was working so well before. Tell you what, let me light for a second. Keep going. You're doing fine. Alright, see what that does for us. First thing I'm going to do is create some space when we put this all together. Not sure what that one's doing.
You need to get out of the way. Out of the way. Thank you.
There's a little pile.
Right there.
it's not there, we'll do it anyway. That one was kind of sticky. They had stores in there. Alright, good enough for now. I should come back and do. Sorry, guys.
Beanado.
Beanado. Okay, that was a bit more abrupt probably than it should have been, but they're not hurt. What's that?
The camera turned again.
Okay, the queen will be here, probably in the middle-ish. Probably. You see the, I don't know if you can, some of the stuff built in. I mean, they're actually building a lot of wax on this. The frames are getting built nicely. Can you see that?
Yes.
The 3D?
Not sure it'll come across on the thing, but I can see it.
All right. That had exactly the desired effect. Okay, so what you see here is an awful lot of capped brood. There on the top, these are drone cells. There's 2 down here as well. I don't see any queen cups, but a queen cup and a drone cell look awfully similar sometimes. Right over here, there's a couple of bees with pollen sacs full. I'll find you a better example. Oh, come here a sec. On the top of the frame, about 3 inches in, there's a bee wandering with full pollen sacs. See here? Okay, here we go. Towards you, coming down the back end. It's over by this hand, about 4 inches in. Where'd she go? Oh.
Oh, there. It keeps crawling under and around, and
There'll be more. Just looking for eggs. And when you look over my shoulder, the sun directly in the frame, you can see some of the activity in the frames. In fact, you can see some of the pollens. Most of this is capped brood. Regular brood, not drone in this case. Very cool. Those are stuck, so I will free them. That worked well. Thank you. This frame is built out. There's a lot of pollen on that one. See, there's a bee outside, bottom, just crawling around the bottom, full pollen sacs. I see pollens, I see capped brood, I see uncapped brood, larvae. This little girl is unloading her pollen sacs into the cell. That may be the queen right there. See how she's longer?
Mm-hmm.
A good smaller wing, so that may just be a drone. But, well, it's probably just a drone. His eyes are big.
Oh. It's good because I couldn't zoom. I kept clipping the camera. Gotta work on doing this with gloves.
Yeah. As you said, gotta work on doing this with gloves too. Sorry, guys. Oh. Yeah, I know you're excited. Calm down. There's a couple of different kinds of pollens on this frame. There is larvae of queen jelly. There's some old larvae. A lot of kept brood. No drones that I see. I mean, besides the adult that we just saw a few minutes ago. You guys, you're up.
Oh, there's a good one with the pollen sacs. Okay, there you go. Now I've lost it.
Well, there's one up here towards me, right up by the fingers here. She's got her head in the cell.
Oh, the other one's back there too. Where'd it go? Oh, come on, it's orange.
There she is.
Yeah, it's hard looking into the camera though. There, somewhere.
No, she's depositing.
Where'd you go? Wow.
There's another one here. There's one up here as well. Oh, there's the queen right there. Right there.
Take your finger. There we go.
Hello, Your Majesty. Right now she's irritated. Queens like it dark. Okay, the queen is almost, he says while he drops the frame, back in the hive. Have you had enough, or do you want to do the last two? Well, why don't we work on closing them up, and then feeding, and then the mite treatment.
There we go.
You ready?
Yes.
So this is powdered sugar. It's a powdered sugar treatment. The bees will eat some of it, but that's not the point. Sprinkled over the top is a way to do mite management, because the mites grip, they will lose their grip on the bees with the powdered sugar. They will fall into the bottom tray, which is oiled, which is already down there, which I will take out in a minute.
And they can't get out of the oil.
What's that?
And they can't get out of the oil. And that's why it's oiled.
Yeah. Yes, that is an excellent point. I did not say that.
They are certainly all riled up right now.
Yeah, well, the sugar actually sends them into a cleaning frenzy. So right now they're trying to get their buddy to take care of their thorax and their abdomen, which they can't reach on their own. And they hate the brush. I mean, you're supposed to use the brush, but they hate it. Calm down, guys. And get used to it. This is going to happen every 5 days.
I have to say, I didn't see any mites.
I didn't see any at all. I was looking specifically for them. But we'll see what the bottom tray looks like. Alright, let me clean this up just for a sec. I can't do it with it on side. I'll have to do it in a minute during the reassemble. Okay, do you want to do a beetle trap on the bottom floor or just the top floor?
That's up to you. I don't know. I left the hive stick. Oh well, I get them. We'll get them. Can you bring the smoke over? Oh.
I did this all wrong. I was supposed to put a pollen patty on the. I'm gonna take it off again.
Okay. You're just gonna use the one from before, right?
Yeah. And I'll have to put the new one on top of the second frame, second box.
Did you want the beetle traps?
I'll do it on the second box. I squished one or two of them.
There was something. Why did they do that with their butts up in the air?
Usually that means they're guarding. Means they're on to me.
We done with this for a minute? You're just reassembling, right?
Yeah. Okay, we are done with the hive inspection for the day. We did everything we set out to do. We have seen the queen. We replenished food, which they didn't really need because they had plenty of other resources available to them. And we did a mite treatment, which was the powdered sugar wash. Powdered sugar shower, if you will. So the powdered sugar, the bees don't mind it. They don't eat it, really. Maybe they'll eat a little bit. I mean, it's powdered sugar. They like it. But mostly what it does is it causes them to go into a cleaning cycle. So they'll clean themselves and their buddies, and whatever mites are in the hive will, at least some of them, will fall off at that point. We did have an oil tray underneath the hive to catch whatever fell into it. Turns out we caught more stray bees than mites. In fact, we didn't see any mites in the tray when we were done. But that's okay. I mean, I'd rather confirm that we didn't have mites than to confirm that we have a mite problem. Varroa mites being the number one cause of collapsed colonies in the United States. Mites are a problem, so you have to stay on top of that. So there you go. That's the April 20th hive inspection, and we'll do this again in about 10 days.